Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's boy Sam from Adam Trading here, and today we'll be looking at AMC Entertainment Holdings Incorporated once again. Oh my goodness, this stock is looking very, very promising right now with the squeeze, and even without the squeeze, it is looking in very, very good stead. But let's be honest, the squeeze is going to happen, especially after the news from Trey Trades video with Adam Arons, the silverback of AMC, if anyone doesn't know. Like, it is going to be amazing. Once this stock really, really gets going, it's going to be amazing. Amazing price action on this stock. But today we're going to be doing a graphical analysis, and we're going to be going more in depth with that interview, and basically giving you my analysis of that interview and where I think AMC could go. I'm going to set a new price target of AMC as well, with the squeeze and without the squeeze. So that is going to be very interesting. So if you haven't already, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe for new. We're currently on the road to 2,000 subscribers, and you know, it's honestly insane to think that we're almost at, well, we're not almost there, but we're getting to 2,000 subscribers, and I can't thank you enough for the support on the channel. So with that being said, let's get on with the video. Before we get into today's video, I just want to say I'm in no way, shape or form a financial advisor, and please take anything I say with a pinch of salt. I'm simply a university student studying business and management, and that is all. Stocks are battlefields. Be sure to do your own research, your own due diligence before entering into the battlefield. I can only scout the battlefield for you, however, I cannot fight the battle for you. With that being said, let's move on. So, moving on to the graphical analysis of AMC, I thought we'd do that first and get the bread and butter out of the way before we go into this interview. So, today, as you can see, the price action of AMC is looking quite oversold. AMC is looking like an oversold stock, which sort of resembles a good time to buy. When a stock is oversold, it means that it's currently coming down, and once you get down within that dip, then it becomes a good buy opportunity. But in all honesty, AMC looks like a good buy at any point, because AMC has so much potential for squeezing, and also as a business in general. Like Adam Arons said, they are currently doing everything they can to really develop and sort of go on the front foot instead of being on defense now. So, you know, they are really trying to push forward with this whole business strategy and trying to really implement that into developing their brand further and becoming more of a juggernaut within the space than they already are currently, right? So this is looking like a very, very good buy. And also looking at the moving average, you can see that we are currently, we have a bit of a crossover. Actually, we crossed over the lower band with the upper band, which normally is a bit of a bearish indicator, but it's fine. We are in a bearish trend right now, but I am not worried in the slightest, because we know that AMC is going to be more of a long-term hold, right? It's not going to be instant profit, even though the squeeze could happen at any point, but as a long-term investment, AMC looks like a very, very good play, right? And I will get into my price targets later on in the video, but this is my analysis so far of the graphs, right? So, looking at the graphs, what we're seeing is a bit of a bearish trend, because we see this bottom exponential moving average below some of the upper bands, right? So, or it's like crossed over with the upper bands. So what we are seeing is we're seeing this sort of downward trend now, but you sort of see that we are below one of the upper bands, which is very, very interesting. The exponential moving average is supposed to correlate with that. So what I think is happening right now is, I think that just in the pre-market, right, we're going to see quite a high amount of volume come into AMC. Looking at this trend right here, we're going to see high volume. You can see that the price has actually gone up in the pre-market, which is actually quite bullish. When the market is up in pre-market, that does show that there is a lot of volume. There's still a lot of people interested within AMC. There's still a lot of people buying within AMC. So, you know, this could really resemble a good positive trend within the future. Now, I also wanted to make you all aware of this sort of graph formation, which I have just realized that I didn't actually see until I actually expanded the graph a bit further. You can see this crazy level of support in this very, very upward structure right now. You see there is 1, 2, 3, almost 4, 5, 6 touch points. Well, it's 5 realistically, right? Because that didn't quite touch. But right, 5 touch points, we'll say 5, right? You see how it's all in this upward trend over a 3-day period. This is a very, very positive sign within a stock when you see a trend like this with such a strong bullish support structure, right? So, this is a very, very interesting sign to see. And looking at the resistance, you can sort of see that also correlates with the way we're going. We will reach a point probably around, I don't know, like the $10.60 mark, where we may see like this sort of flag, this bullish flag come to an end. And it'll be interesting to see whether we become bullish or whether we're going to see some more price action. But at the same time as well, we all have to remember that AMC is still a heavily, heavily manipulated stock. There is still a lot of hedge funders. There is still a lot of naked shorting happening with it in AMC. You still have the dark pools in full force. You still have, a lot of other things. But you also have to remember as well that at the moment, the hedge funders are a bit scared because of this new DTC rule, which is going to mean that they can't hide short positions within these in the money options, right? So this could be a very, very good sign for AMC, and it could actually help further this short squeeze happening and maybe shorten the length of time that we may see this happen, right? So, it's going to be very interesting to see. And we're now going to get on to the Adam Arons interview. I also want to give credit where credit is due. A massive, massive thank you to Trey Trades for being so organized and being able to organize this massive interview. I forgot to say it within the video, but thank you so, so much, man. Like, you are absolutely crushing it right now, and you are the GOAT of the AMC scene, and to be honest, the stock scene in general. You are absolutely killing it, and thank you so, so much. And yeah, I just wanted to put that in here because honestly, none of this would have happened without you. So props to you, my friend. Okay, so what is my current take of this whole AMC shareholding situation, right? So obviously, Adam Arons went on Trey Trades podcast and he did a very nice in-depth discussion about AMC's future projections, right? And he himself said that his whole goal is to add value to shareholders because we have helped them out so much during this pandemic. We've been able to keep them afloat during this pandemic. Now, they've been using those 200 million shares, which they did. They've been using it to be able to keep above water throughout these tough times. And the way I see it, right, is that these 500 million shares, which they're trying to issue, it's like a security for them. It's their way of saying, look, in case something like this happens again, we need to be secure as a company. And they can also use that capital to further the growth of AMC as a long-term investment. Now, as a short-term investment, yes, this may not be the best move for short-term holders. But if you are like me and you are here for a long-term AMC play, then this 500 million shares is actually a good thing, in all honesty, because it's going to increase the valuation of the company as well. It shows that they are going to be able to keep increasing the value of the company and increasing their assets and also decreasing their liabilities they've incurred over the pandemic. So, it's going to put AMC in a much better stead for the future. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be voting yes. I still have a vote. I haven't actually voted yet because I was waiting out for this interview. So, I think my vote is yes for this 500 million share. And on your screen right now, you can see that Adam Arons himself has gone to the SEC straight after that interview, and he has verified what he said before, that they will not use one of those 500 million shares during 2021, which is absolutely amazing, amazing news. And it's only going to further the projection of this squeeze happening because it shows that AMC right now is financially stable, which is something that a lot of these these news articles were trying to say, oh, AMC's a write-off. Look at them. They're trying to file 500 million shares. No, they're not. They have been able to use those 500 million, those 500 million shares that they filed is just security for them, because to get everyone together in a massive shareholder meeting like this, it costs a lot of money themselves. So they're not going to want to keep doing 1 million shares, another 1 million shares, another 1 million shares. They may as well just do it in bulk. So they have that security there if they need it for the future, right? So in my opinion, 500 million shares, yes, I'm going to be voting yes for that. And also as well, Adam Arons himself owns, I think it's from 3 to 4 million shares within AMC himself. So he's not going to want to see the stock tank. Why would he want to lose money on his AMC shares? It doesn't make sense, right? So, I think that he's actually sincere with what he says. I think he actually means what he says when he says that he wants to add value to us shareholders. because we've helped them out so much during the pandemic, and we have basically kept them above water, right? And also as well, you have to all remember that because there is a lot less competition on the market, AMC now own a much larger market percentage within the entertainment industry, because so many theatre chains, so many cinemas, they have gone bust during this pandemic. They have not been able to stay above water. We've been able to, AMC, we have helped put them in a very fortunate position to be able to stay afloat, really, and to make sure the company doesn't go into liquidation and eventually go out of business, right, and become bankrupt. So, you know, now that they've come out of this and we're starting to come out of this pandemic, they're going to be in a much stronger market position to be able to dominate the entertainment industry, and they're only going to keep increasing. The more we back them, the more Adam Arons gets on podcasts like this and just talks to us and lets us know what's going on within the company. It's a massive, massive help to us retail investors, because it provides us with a lot of confidence and it provides us clarification to be able to go forward with like what we're doing within the company. So with that being said, that is my take on this whole AMC situation, and you know, I'm very, very grateful for all the support you have all been giving me. It's been absolutely amazing, and I can't thank you enough. This is me, boy Sam from Trey Trades. See you next video on the channel. Take care, everyone.